Hello YouTube, welcome to this channel again. Today we're gonna talk about the disappearance of the plane MH370 carrying 239 passengers between Kuala Lumpur and Beijing. So let's begin. Hope you like it.
Where's your emergency?
Most people who travel by plane fear a crash. However, the probability of a plane crash is lower than that of a car accident. In the story we are going to see, we are not going to talk about a crash or an accident, but about something completely different: a disappearance. Malaysian Airlines MH370 was an international passenger flight operated by Malaysia Airlines. The intended destination of this aircraft is Beijing International Airport in China. It is one of the painful mysteries of recent years. On March 8, 2014, the Malaysian Airlines flight disappeared from radar. The crew of the Boeing 777 last contacted air traffic control about 38 minutes after takeoff as the plane flying over the South China Sea. With all 227 passengers and 12 crew members on board presumed dead, the disappearance of Flight 370 was one of the deadliest incidents involving a Boeing 777 and one of the deadliest in Malaysia Airlines history. The research. The plane did not crash on land, so the only possibility is the sea. But the search area is huge. A dozen countries participated in the weeks following the disappearance, including China and the United States, with the help of 37 planes and 43 ships. The search for the missing plane, which became the most expensive in aviation history, initially focused on the South China Sea and the Andaman Sea. After that, an analysis of the plane's automated communications with an Inmarsat satellite indicates a possible crash site somewhere in the southern Indian Ocean. The lack of official information in the immediate aftermath of the disappearance led to strong criticism from the Chinese public, especially from the relatives of the passengers, as the majority of the people on board Flight 370 were of Chinese origin. It has been confirmed that several marine debris stranded in the western Indian Ocean between 2015 and 2016 came from the plane. 4 years of research followed. In vain, only about 30 pieces of debris have been recovered since. The first one was found on a beach in Réunion Island. It is a high-speed fin that is normally located on a wing, identified by its serial number. The others were found on the East African coast, in particular in Mozambique, Tanzania, South Africa, Madagascar, Réunion Island and Mauritius. The results of the research. In 2018, Malaysia abandoned the search. In a final report, investigators say there were failures on the part of air traffic controllers. The pilots did not deliberately crash the plane. The controls were not hacked. Debris shows that the plane broke up, but it is not known whether it was in flight or an impact. That same year, France reopened the investigation. Several theories are circulating about the tragedy. For some, the plane was destroyed by military fire. Others believe that the pilot was suicidal, so that he took the passengers as hostages in order to obtain the release of the opposition leader, Anwar Ibrahim, a theory defended by Richard Godfrey. Some people even claim to have already found the wreckage, or that it is in 1,000 pieces due to multiple explosions. Richard Godfrey, who was a degree in computer science and systems engineering from the University of Salford, says the wreckage could be in a canyon or behind a rock formation 4,000 meters down. You need to go over the area several times before you spot something. Richard Godfrey is not unknown to the case. He is the co-founder of the MH370 independent group. He announced at the beginning of December, after several years of research, to have calculated the zone of the crash because he managed to establish coordinates. According to him, the wreckage would be located in the Indian Ocean, 1933 km west of Perth, Australia, at these coordinates. The family's request. The Voice. 370 Collectives remains cautious. It publishes a press release. This new approach does not rely on flight speed, altitude, etc. to define the end of the flight, like previous studies, but the WSPR. These findings are consistent with hard evidence. We are waiting for the opinion of scientists, researchers, and engineers. WSPR stands for Weak Signal Propagation Reporter. It is a protocol implemented in a computer program used for weak signal radio communication between amateur radio operators. For the time being, several scientists believe that Richard Godfrey's theory is credible. The families, on the other hand, are asking Malaysia to resume the research and to lift the secrecy of military data. All of this under the supervision of independent international organizations. The families, grieving since 2014, are still waiting for credible explanations. The search must continue. Its disappearance remains a mystery to this day. What do you think about this mystery? Tell me in the comment your idea about it. So, this is the end of the video. I hope you liked it and tell me in the comment what you think about it. So, I'll see you next week for a new video. Goodbye.